So Egypt is calling, so it appears, because I have had an absolute influx of peeps wanting to come on the Tablets of Light tour to Egypt April 2022. So I'm just super excited. And the more and more I do these videos, the more excited I get. And we've still got some months to go. But I just wanted to share, the synchronicity of just the people that are coming on the tour thus far, the ones that I'm having conversations with, and the ones that are going to come in the future, and that might be you. This is certainly not about a bums on seats situation. No. This is not where this tour was birthed from. This tour has got something very, very special and unique going on, and it's all about calling the way showers the thought leaders and the pioneers, because we're all at this point in our timeline right now. I mean, we're in this energy where we're kind of winding down towards the end of the year. And the energy is getting more and more intense because we've got so many starbursts that are coming into the planet, and we just seem to be releasing and clearing and releasing. Craziness is going on, more craziness across the planet. But where there's chaos, there's transformation. But this is the thing where I just look at the timing of the tour, which is April 2022 next year. All the twos, by the way, is about feminine creation energy, just saying. And I just look at the synchronicity of the timing of the tour and where we are now, because I did not want to put a tour together where you'd be like deeply purging. I mean, I've been on tours to Egypt, and yeah, I've done that. But that was exactly what I needed at that time. And it served me very well because, as I've said in other blogs, Egypt is she's my mom, she's my mother. Lady Egypt, she's the land, the gods, the goddesses. They woke me up. They had changed my life exponentially. So each tour that I went on and the energy that I received has basically placed me here today. And I will be forever grateful for that. But my tour that I decided to work with Spirit on and bring through is all about assisting the way showers, the leaders, the pioneers. Because where we're going next year, we're pretty much landing new earth into our systems. So there's a brand new wave of creators coming in. This gets me so excited because we're all equally as powerful as each other, just some have remembered sooner before the next person, but we're at the same level, and it is my job to make sure that I hold that space so I can poke you and say, hey, do you remember your golden frequency? Do you remember you are a god, a goddess with some really crazy mad creations inside of you and gifts and skill sets and abilities? Do you remember? That's my job. So when you get to Egypt, by that time, we're purging now, getting rid of all this energy and everything like that, because we don't want that. So by the time you get to Egypt, you're going to be ready to bring through this big body of work that you've been sensing and feeling for some time now that you want to bring forth. And you're probably one of those people that really do feel, you just have a knowing that you've got something more going on inside of you, and it's kind of like an energy bubbling away. Maybe you've even brought through something which is pretty rad and pretty big already, but there's even more than that. So if you are kind of getting a bit excited about this, then this tour is for you. So basically, when you go to Egypt, you're going to walk straight into the gods and goddesses, the frequency, the temples, the work that I'm going to be offering, which is a very, very powerful, tight, held vessel. So it's not just, we've got Egypt. I mean, that's just going to be, it's going to blow your doors off alone. But then you have the work that I have strategically put together, really thought about bringing the right frequencies through to activate your system, and not only just activate your system, but to prepare your system to receive the frequencies that you need, because they're pretty high for you to be a badass creator, like on every single level. So when we leave the tour, we've created a whole community. And this is another thing which is really, really magical. It's not just about the tour. No, there's more. It's not just about the work that I'm going to bring forth to assist you on that pathway. There's more. It's about the people that you are destined to meet on that tour. So you're going to meet somebody from, I don't know, the other side of the world, and you're going to have some kind of spiritual contract. So, you're all creators, right? So there's going to be wonderful relationships made, and you're going to find maybe one of your beautiful business divine creations comes through and it completely merges with somebody else's on the tour because you're soul connected. And can you see where I'm going with this? So it really, really is quite exponentially massive at the endless possibilities that could basically unfold for you. So this tour is also 5-star everything. I mean, I've done Egypt and I've done 3-star, and that was pretty fancy. And this is going to be on another level. So the hotels, the Nile cruise, everything is 5-star. So you are going to be vibing in the most beautiful golden frequency, being treated by a god or goddess. Shouldn't be treated any less. Just, absorbing Egypt as you go. And also on that, this is also a celebration of co-creation, because me and my friend, my good friend Waleed, he's my big brother. He is based in Egypt and he is your Egyptologist. And we have co-created this tour together. And we both kind of launched our own divine creations, our businesses together as well. And yeah, as a celebration of that, we have decided to obviously give you a reduced rate experience, because next year it's going to be 35-40% odd increase, which will be like the standard tour rate. So this is a very, very, very appealing price tag. So if you feel called or you hear that whisper, I suggest you dive on this now, because this is a one-time opportunity in more ways than when. So all that I have to say is I cannot wait until we are lying on a sun lounger, watching the sun set on the Nile as we float past the temples, sipping on an ice cool orange juice and just talking about how wonderful it is to meet each other again in this lifetime. Peace.